Hello everyone, welcome to another royal reading here at MadWorldTarot. Today we are looking at money matters, Harry's financial situation, hence the tarot of the golden wheel on the tarot table. Short little readings today, and the first one is about the settlement that was supposed to be monumental victory for Harry, but is coming with a sting in the tail, according to reports in the British press today, rather gleeful reports, it has to be said. We were told it was an 8-figure settlement, and people were speculating about £10 million. It is, I think, fairly clear now that the bulk of that is going to that lawyer with the big hair. I wish I could remember his name, David somebody or other. He's getting a big chunk of that money, allegedly. I saw that in the reading that I did on it yesterday. But now we hear that the IRS could have that money in their sights, and that the rest of it, or a big chunk of it, could be going to, as people are putting it, Donald Trump's administration. And that is because settlements are not taxed in the UK, but they are liable to tax in the United States, subject to some exceptions as far as I understand it. I'm not a tax expert. I know nothing. I'm just quoting what I'm seeing around and about. Harry, of course, is a US resident. He made that very clear some time ago in paperwork that has been made public. He is liable to tax on his worldwide income, including settlements paid in the UK if they are not taxed in the UK. That is the story we're looking at today. I'm going to look at how that settlement is looking to him right now in the cold light of day. Possibly the big chunk that's disappeared to the lawyer, possibly a big chunk disappearing to the taxman. We're going to ask about the tax situation. We're going to ask if Harry knew about his potential tax liability. And we're also going to ask in this reading if tax situation in the United States is going to become a problem for him, a really big problem for him. There's always been talk over the years that Harry doesn't realize that this could become a problem for him. As far as I understand it, he's earned money from Better Up. He has earned money from Penguin Random House, and now the settlement. So yeah, there's money sloshing around. The IRS is not going to let that out of their grasp very easily, as I would imagine. And of course, there's the somewhat murky world of Archewell as well, that a lot of people are saying needs to be explored, investigated even by the IRS. So let's have a look. One more shuffle. Let's remind you, it's tarot and it's for fun and entertainment. It's all my opinion, all speculation. As I say, I very much am not a tax expert or a financial expert. I know nothing about American tax. So just to make that very clear, we're reading on Harry's perspective. How's that settlement looking? What kind of tax liability is he in for, if any? Maybe he's not. We're reading from his point of view. Did he know? Very sheltered life as a member of the British royal family. Very carefully protect their money from the taxman as best they can. And is tax going to become a problem for him in his life in the United States, where he is now resident, officially resident? So that's where we're heading today. And of course, just reading energy and disclaimer in the box below what is going on. Ooh, justice, and it's in reverse. Not so happy about the way things have panned out now. That's the law, justice. That is the being, I won't say on the wrong side of the law, because that implies some sort of criminal wrongdoing, and I'm not insinuating any of that at all in this reading. It's just that justice might not turn out the way you thought it was going to turn out. He thought that he'd got justice for himself, for Mummy Diana, for that other fellow in the court case. Nasty piece, according to what I've been reading about him, allegedly. But for Harry, it turns out that justice might have a side that he wasn't expecting, as it has shown up in reverse on this tarot table. with the Tarot of the Golden Wheel situation we're dealing with now with the alleged tax liability. We've got the Queen of Wands. She's been out spending. There is speculation, let's say allegedly again, our Queen of Wands in Montecito, because her Instagram followers have gone up by about 100,000 just miraculously straight after the settlement was announced. That huge 8-figure settlement, that monumental victory. So Madame seems to be all over this money and all over this situation, and of course she's the one with the manager, the business manager, the agents, the lawyers, all the rest of it that set up all these companies, these Delaware companies and Archewell and the rest of it. They were the ones that planned all of this. It's Madame's the one who's seemingly in the driving seat in this situation. I'm surprised she's shown up in that particular position on this tarot table. This is the central issue. And is there a bit of a blame game going to start going on here? Because our underlying energy is justice in reverse. Oh no, didn't know about that. Well, we'll see if he did know about it. How's that wind looking today from a financial perspective? Now the rush of adrenaline is over, victory is mine and all of that. Well, no, not really. How's it looking? How's the money looking today? 8 of Cups in reverse, not looking so good, because it's the leave your sorrows behind you card. When it's upright, walk away from tragedy, gloom, move on to better times, happier days. It's in reverse, still feeling miserable. I think that's his permanent sort of resting face, is poor me, woe is me. Mummy was essentially murdered, so there it is. Not a happy bunny this morning, wherever he's waking up today. Given that I'm in my late afternoon, early evening as he's waking up, and we know how difficult he is to wake up. His lawyers pretty much said so in court, and was heard by what's her name, who wrote quite a scathing piece, Jan Moya, in the Daily Mail about the day's proceedings in court with that oily, in my opinion, lawyer. Who's apparently got himself a new Bentley. He's been seen driving around London in a new Bentley, allegedly. So let's see the tax situation in the United States. Are they going to take a chunk of this money, as the British press are saying? We've got the 4 of Cups. The 4 of Cups is a gloomy card. It's more of indifference energy, of a disappointment energy. So it's not telling me that they're going into his bank account and they're taking everything that's there. It's just more of disappointment for Harry, that this is really, I've got the 8 of Cups in reverse and the 4 of Cups. This has really not turned out the way he thought it was going to, at an emotional point level. This is not bankrupted, destroyed, ruined financially, anything like that. It's just telling me deflated feeling, that he's looking at what has happened and he's thinking, that really nothing exactly to celebrate here with the 4 of Cups. It's not telling me that they've come and taken a chunk of cash out of his bank account. That is for sure. But his own feelings, we're reading from his point of view, are of disappointment and just feeling very flat from that high to what is reading for me energetically, my opinion, as quite a deep low. I do think he is quite prone to ups and downs. I'm not diagnosing, I'm speculating. Let's see if he knew about his potential tax liability. Was he aware of this, or has this come as a rude surprise? And I've got the 6 of Cups in reverse. Might be a rude surprise with the 6 of Cups in reverse. It's a happy card when it's upright, celebrating, playing, memories, better days, kind of an energy. It's in reverse. It's a sense of again, the sense of disappointment about the way things have gone, regret about the past. And what's coming through for me in that card is it takes you back, the Six of Cups, to your childhood, to innocent times when you were all friends and you played and there were parents around. Traditionally in the Rider-Waite, there's parents in the card who are waiting, the children are playing, and in that childhood energy, and then the parents call them and come inside, and it's that protective energy. I think he's sitting there thinking, you were supposed to protect me. Remember, she has turned into mummy. We heard that in the Vanity Fair article. Parenting him. She has been the one who's taken over that role from the royal family. When she separated him from the royal family, you were supposed to look after me. What's happened? We've got the 8, the 4, and the 6 of Cups. Looking miserable energy here. Sad. Sorry for himself. You were supposed to protect me. You didn't. That's the energy that I'm getting. So I'm not getting financial calamity. But I have got this Justice card in reverse, that is unexpected consequences of his legal, what he is terming a victory. It wasn't a victory, it was a settlement, an agreement, basically. She's very prominent in this. She has orchestrated it, basically. He only became litigious when she showed up and figured out that she could exploit her situation, my opinion, for financial gain in court. And you didn't protect me, you didn't look after me like the royals did. That's how I'm reading this. And then we're going to ask finally, is he getting into a bit of a mess with his tax business in the United States? Is this situation going to cause him trouble or not? I've got the Judgment card, and that's a bit of a scary card in this context. When you have the Justice card in reverse as your underlying energy, it's a wake-up call for him, this Judgment card. That is what the Judgment card really signifies. Wake up, realize what's going on, see what you've done. Now you are being judged for what you have done. And eyes open. I think his eyes have opened to a whole lot of things. Just very recently, as the camera slides and falls over, he thought he was immune. He was above the law. He was a prince of the realm. He'd be protected by Pa. There is a rumor going around that he thought Pa would cover the lawyer's costs, and Pa said, hell no, you're on your own, matey. I told you not to do this. And that's when the scramble to settle happened. That is a rumor. But this is, you're on your own now. Very much here, you're on your own, and you need to wake up. And you need to grow up, and you need to see what's going on in the world and how you have possibly been led into some quite difficult terrain by that Queen of Wands over there. You followed her like a sheep, and look where she has landed you. And wake up, matey. It's time. That's the energy that's coming through in this reading, in my opinion. And thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one.